Friends, it's 2025, and if you are still dealing with dark spots, you're actually not alone, friend. You know, it happens to the best of us, bestie. This video is the first in a series of videos to help you get started on your new skin resolution. See, we are going to be a community here. We are going to cheer each other on. There's going to be some prizes and stuff too, so make sure, you stay tuned. But in 2025, friends, we are going to be more proactive in trying to avoid getting dark spots in the first place, and I'm going to tell you exactly how to do it. Here, I even hold your hand. Well, I had to make sure my right there wasn't ashy, because, that would have been a little embarrassing. And if it does look a little ashy, that's the light. I'm not ashy right there. That's just the light bouncing off of the skin. All right, Bessie, so we have got to fully understand what causes hyperpigmentation in the first place. Dark spots are the skin's response to trauma. Now, that sounds super dramatic, but your skin is super dramatic, especially when it's like, yo, what's up? We got to square up or what? Anything your skin takes as a slight, your skin is like, oh, word, and then it overproduces melanin as a result. And it can have this reaction to a number of things that are including, but not limited to, acne, sun exposure, certain medicines, allergic reactions, including allergic reactions to skincare products, because yes, your skincare products can turn on you. We'll talk about that in a second. Burns, bug bites, scratches, hormones, friction, aging, and dryness. Dryness, yeah, your ashy behind can cause some hyperpigmentation. So if you can avoid these or anything else that causes irritation or inflammation in the skin, you can avoid getting dark spots. All right, my job is done here. Just kidding. There's a lot more to it, and some of these things aren't entirely avoidable, but let's talk about what is. So number one, keep a simple skincare routine. You don't have to have 7 to 10 steps in your skincare routine. As a matter of fact, if you are prone to hyperpigmentation, bestie, it's high time you started treating your skin like the sensitive Susan that she is. Y'all like to go hard and fast the second you have a skin issue that you want going yesterday. But Peaches, sometimes your skin can't handle all of that. And guess what? More hyperpigmentation. So keep it simple. Cleanse, treat, moisturize, protect with sunscreen. Yeah, it sounds a little boring, but if dealing with hyperpigmentation is excitement to you, boo, you need to get out more often. So first start with a gentle cleanser for your skin type and the season. Summer's cleanser might not be winter's cleanser. And we'll talk about how cleansing incorrectly could lead to dark spots a little bit later in this video. So then you have the treatment step. And if you have dark spots, that's probably going to be your dark spot treatment. However, not all dark spot treatments are created equally, and you might need something more than what's offered over the counter, but we're going to talk about how you can get that without even leaving your house with agency, later in the video. When it comes to moisturizing, which is very, very important, even if you have oily skin. Even if you have oily skin, you need to moisturize. So you're going to pick a moisturizer that's for your skin type as well as for the season. As we're moving into the colder months, as we are, well, we're already in the colder months now, but you might need a more robust moisturizer. For dark spots, ones that contain fatty acid oils are especially helpful. Fatty acid oils are amazing. Not only do they help with protecting and repairing the skin barrier, but they can also help to inhibit melanin production. What makes hyperpigmentation is the fact that your skin is overproducing melanin, promoting skin cell turnover, the way that the skin regenerates and makes new skin cells, and reducing inflammation. And we all know that irritation can lead to inflammation that can lead to hyperpigmentation. Friend to the channel, Dr. Alexa Stevens, did a video on fatty acid moisturizers, and I tested out a bunch of the moisturizers that she mentioned in the video, so make sure you check out those. I'll link them both in the description. And of course, you want to protect your skin with sunscreen during the day. The way that I'm still getting comments in 2024 that Black people don't need sunscreen, I mean, it's good for engagement that people are leaving these comments, but it's also like not good for the skin, because let me tell you, sun exposure worsens pigmentation. And that's even more of an issue if you have melasma. Melasma, you could have a good week and then you just go out in the weekend out in the sun all willy-nilly, not protecting yourself with your sunscreen, and your melasma can get worse. Now, y'all mess around if you want to, but you're basically throwing your money away and wasting your time if you have dark spots and you're not trying to wear sunscreen. Now, you can obviously add more products to your routine other than, your basics. But if you're going to add anything new to your skincare routine, make sure you go low and slow, low in percentage, and you slowly introduce it into your skincare routine. That is how you mitigate irritation. Because you irritate that skin, that irritation can lead to inflammation, that can lead to hyperpigmentation. And the whole point of this video is to avoid the hyperpigmentation. So you stay calm, realize there's no rush when it comes to your skincare routine, because you know that rushing can actually have the opposite effect, where you're trying to hurry up and get rid of something, but then you might irritate your skin and fall back 10 steps. So don't do that, bestie. Number 2 is to know that not all dark spots are created equal. Because when it comes to dark spots, there's levels to this. So level 1, or what I like to call level 1 dark spots, those are the ones that are no older than 4 months. You just got them joints. They just popped up. They're new. They're fresh. Those are the type of dark spots that you can buy almost anything over the counter, and within 6 to 8 weeks, you're going to see some improvement with them fading. Yes, 6 to 8 weeks. So stop watching and believing them people that tell you that they cleared their skin in a week. And now them level 2 dark spots, those are the ones that they've been with us for a while. They're like 5 months, 6 months, a year, 2 years, maybe even older than 2 years. These are them dark spots that you like, damn me and I am them. When you have that type of dark spots, they're typically not going to respond in the way that you want them to using over-the-counter treatments. In that case, you're going to need to get a pro in to help you out. And when it comes to pro treatments, there's typically levels to pro treatments, but usually the first level of defense, especially if you're going to a dermatologist, is a prescription cream. However, not everybody has access to a dermatologist, and that is why I love Agency, and shout out to Agency for sponsoring this portion of the video. Now, when I was trying to fade some discoloration underneath my eyes, I had gotten filler, and the discoloration seemed to be more pronounced because now there was a little bit more volume in my eyes. So instead of the discolor, well, let me take off the glasses so y'all can see. So instead of the discoloration coming down like this, I got added some volume. So now the discoloration was kind of like concentrated in one area. And I was like, all right, well, my tear trough looks good because I don't got them hollows, but now it looked like somebody was like all up in my eyes. But again, like, you gotta go to a dermatologist. First of all, you gotta find a dermatologist that is good with brown and black skin. Then you gotta travel out to the dermatologist. You gotta pay a copay. Maybe they don't take your insurance, or maybe you have to pay for the office visit. It's like, there can be a whole lot involved, right? So what Agency does is, without you even having to leave the house, like, you can be in your PJs and you get on your phone or your computer or laptop, what have you, and you go on the Agency site, you take a quick skin quiz, and then you send over pictures of your skin. A licensed dermatology provider at Agency is going to look that over and determine which active ingredients and at which % those active ingredients need to be for your custom prescription formula. Now, with the dark spot formula, they use ingredients like hydroquinone, kojic acid, resveratrol, green tree extract, azelaic acid, and these are ingredients that are pretty similar to the custom prescription cream that my dermatologist gave me, except now you ain't got to go to the dermatologist. You just sit right tight and go on the Agency website and boom, boom, boom. Now, of course, the ingredients that you get are subject to consultation, and the licensed dermatology provider is the one who's going to make that determination, because, they're the ones who know the stuff. But I also like that they keep in touch with you throughout the process. So you're going to get opportunities to update them on your skin. You can message them anytime if you have any questions. There's also a portal that lists everything out. You probably won't even have to message these people because everything is just listed out. It tells you what to use with what not to use with what you can expect, when to use your custom formula. Like, all of that information that you need is all spelled out and easy for you to access in your portal. So, in other words, you are not alone. I don't know if that's going to be copyrighted, but Now, make sure you use the link in my description to get your first box of $15 if you're a new customer. I will also put a QR code up here on the screen. So if you're watching from your television, you just take your phone, you scan it, boom, 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 and you can sign up. Now, a lot of you have already said that you've used Agency. If you're one of them, or if you're curious about Agency, you have some questions, leave them in the comments so we can chitty-chatty about it as a community, because we are a family. And I'm gonna try not to sing, but I can't promise you anything. Number 3, avoid doing the most. Again, when you have a skin issue, relax, friend. You getting all flustered and desperate to try anything will eventually cause you to crash out if your skin reacts poorly to all of the stuff that you're doing to it. So do not over cleanse. Over cleansing can strip the skin. It can dry it out. Dryness is one of those things that could lead to hyperpigmentation. Remember, we talked about that in the beginning of this video. Again, you use a gentle cleanser for your skin type and for the season. If your skin feels squeaky clean after you have cleansed, chances are you might be using the wrong cleanser. Also, do not over exfoliate. It's actually really easy to over exfoliate because a lot of these chemical, it's maybe even some of the physical exfoliants, tell you to use that mess daily. 1 to 3 times a week at most, because not only is like your physical and your chemical exfoliants count as exfoliation, but a lot of other things that you do. If you're washing your face with a washcloth, that is exfoliation. Even just massaging your face with your hands counts as exfoliation. So chill, yo. 1 to 3 times a week tops with the exfoliation. Over exfoliating can impair the skin's barrier, and if the skin's barrier is impaired, it can't do its job and it's gonna hurt. Anything you put on your skin, so even something as simple as plain water stings. You don't want that. And I don't want that for you either, bestie. Because as you can imagine, over cleansing and over exfoliating can lead to more hyperpigmentation. Number 4, keep track of skin changes. Now, I created a skin consistency diary where you can jot down everything that you are using on your skin and leave notes on how your skin looks and feels having used said product. So this is something that can kind of help you pinpoint if there's something in your routine that could be aggravating or causing your dark spots. And it can help you to be more consistent with your routine because you have like this whole kind of ritual where you're journaling what you're using. And if you see a pro, you can, just take this with you to the pro instead of having to remember, okay, what did I use, this and then the third. You can just be like, boom, boom, there it is, It'll be linked in the description. Number 5, you got to stop doing dumb. Listen, I too have been guilty of doing dumb that led to hyperpigmentation. One of the worst cases of hyperpigmentation that I have ever had came probably about almost 10 years ago, and there was this baseball cap that I just had to keep wearing in the summertime while I had makeup on with a big old weave. Just nothing, just the hat causing friction, stifling, and then mixing with makeup and weave. Just pimples all up and through my forehead. And as you can imagine, after the pimples came the dark spots. But like, you would think that I'd be like, girl, stop wearing this baseball cap. But nah, I was like, for whatever reason, committed to this baseball cap. And so I kept getting acne because the friction of the baseball cap, and I'm sure mixed with my oil, sweat, and makeup, the friction probably was the biggest culprit though, was causing friction that caused acne. The acne caused the hyperpigmentation. As the hyperpigmentation would maybe be on its way to fading, I'd get more acne. And so it was just like a very vicious cycle of like, dang, let me off this roller coaster ride. It took me 9 months to get my skin back in order. 9 long months, but I got it back together. And since then, I have not had, I'm going some wood here. I have not had an issue like that with hyperpigmentation. I'll get a dark spot here and there, but as a matter of fact, I haven't, I don't even know how long it's been since the last time I had a dark spot. I thought I was gonna get some underneath here because, the facial hair that facial hair be, oh, being over 40 is not for the weak, not at all. But the facial hair, I thought I was gonna get a whole bunch of dark spots underneath here, but thank goodness it subsided on its own. But anyway, I say all that to say, if you keep getting dark spots in the same exact spot, try to backtrack on what you're doing in your everyday routine, not just with your skincare products, but also like, what are you eating? What are you wearing? Which activities are you participating in? Are you sleeping on your side? Are you sleeping on your stomach? What materials are your clothing made out of? What materials are being close to your face? What things are causing friction? Like, it's almost like you gotta play detective and you gotta stop doing that dumb because there's also things that we do, like me with that baseball cap, that contribute to us having dark spots. Now, besties, there are even more things that you can do for better skin right now, right this month. Like right as you stand, there's a lot more things that you can do for better skin, and they're easy too. They're not like, you know, like, oh my God, what is all of this stuff? Now, the first one on this list is very important for this time of year, but there are still 8 more things that you can do right now for better skin and incorporate it in with what you got in this video. So click on it here and I'll see you there.